letterboxed here. So, week 14. Time's flying. I was actually going to just see what the resolution of this was to show how terrible this is. I don't remember what it is. It's low. Anyway, so it's week 14. I'm going to continue on with Samba and getting it set up as a domain controller. I don't have probably a whole lot more in terms of assignments that you guys can do, but I would like, if you're doing a final project, to kind of just check in, show me what you're doing, give me an idea of what you're going to do, and that way you can see your progress, see what's going on, make it something cool. I also had this idea driving here. If you guys wanted to set up a Minecraft server on Linux, that's cool. It's something I did on my personal server, and it's not running. So I should show you guys how I go about fixing that too. But today I'm just going to see if I can get Samba 4 running as the domain controller. I've never gotten Samba 4 working as a domain controller. No. Well, okay. Fine. I really want to chat. All right. I apologize for the audio quality on these. I'm kind of at the mercy of the network here, and it seems like screen share for some reason. Screen share should take up more bandwidth, but audio seems to consistently have problems. I'm pretty sure it's not my computer because I've done this before and had no problems. Although my system, I don't know, and I don't know why like the screen share would even work very well either. But anyway, I'm actually screen sharing now. I'm gonna see if I can get Samba 4 set up as a domain controller. I have got Samba 3 back in the day set up as a kind of old school domain controller. For the history of those who are interested, back back in the day, before actually Active Directory existed, there was NT4 domains, and they had a similar concept of a domain controller, but it wasn't Active Directory. It was strange. But Samba 3 actually worked pretty well as a NT4 level domain controller. So anyway, so this is a new adventure for me. I'm going to see if I can get it working. I don't think we got very far last week, if I recall. It was another week of just frustrating, not being able to get my audio working. So hopefully this week will be better. I'm going to go and look at what I have for my smb.conf. Probably I need to be in Samba, smb.conf. My work group is Lactea, my realm is Lactea, my password server is mercury.lactea, my NetBIOS name is Mercury. All this stuff is here. Okay. Our documentation. I want domain controller. Bam. I really wish I had this Samba tool. And I wonder why I don't have it. I wonder why Google is being weird. Maybe they'll tell me why. Blah, 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 blah. So they redirected to the Fedora documentation, which, by the way, Fedora documentation has got some really good stuff. I'm going to go to the one that matters to us, except they don't have a system administrator's guide for it, so fine. Never mind. We'll look up Samba. Look at that. About Samba. Let's go configuring a Samba server. Work group, server, blah, blah, domain member server. Blah, restart the server. Let's read only. Blah, blah, Active Directory, domain member server. Well, that's close to what we want. Let's go over here to our configuration. Security is ADS. Encrypt passwords is probably somewhere in here. But it's not. Password server is there. Right? Right. I'm also going to make sure that I have Kerberos set up correctly. I don't have any realms set up, so I'm actually just going to add my realms in here. This is Mercury, right? Mercury.lactea. And admin server is also Mercury.lactea. That was in my Kerberos configuration file. This is doing a join for an existing domain, but I want a domain controller. Oh, look at this. Primary domain controller using TBD SAM. Or TDB SAM, yeah. Let's do it. But this is for an older... I don't want to do that. Here we go. So that's all set up right. Should I have to... All right, that's good. Server is Mercury. Oh, gotta make sure my DNS is working. It's in my resolve.conf. Then see. You guys remember, I had to go in here and change this last time as well, because when you do a DHCP address, it will overwrite. Will overwrite your resolve.conf. That's right, we had to do it with IPv6. And named is even running. All right, so Mercury now works. I can ping it. So hopefully, if I did configure everything correctly, this net RPC rights grant might work. Holy crap! I'll misspell my password. Oh. But that's a lot better than the error I was getting previously, where the previous error was unable to find a suitable server for domain Lactea. Now it's saying connection failed, NT status, no logon servers. So let me check systemctl status, SMB, and it's running, but let me restart it. Also do NMB. NMB probably isn't required, but we'll try it. Yeah. But the error it's saying is it's no logon servers. Let me look at my ARB5 again, make sure. True all the nets. Let's just set my default realm. Default realm equals Lactea. Worth a shot. No logon servers. Was that the oh, here we are. Let's go to the actual thing here. I want to see. Awesome. So this is what we did with the DNS stuff. This is Kerberos, testing Kerberos. Let's just try init root at Lactea. Wow. Yum search KNet. Maybe I don't have Kerberos set up correctly because I don't have all the packages installed. Kerberos is very important for Active Directory, especially if you want to hook up Windows computers to it, because it's a pretty integral part of, especially like Windows 8. I think they've gotten rid of the NTLM almost completely. You could join like Windows XP to this without Kerberos, but it would be much less secure. Kerberos is a great protocol and default on any Active Directory, so highly recommend using it. And I'm probably not. Well, my audio is working. This thing. Oh, you know what? That's right. I've fallen out of love with Yum. Yum. Hmm. Sorry. Actually, I get to teach you guys a new command. Because I'm so used to typing Yum, I'm going to make an alias for DNF. Alias Yum equals DNF. So now if I do a DNF Yum search something, the Kerberos, yeah, it uses DNF. So I don't have to change the way I type. Nice. So, but it won't work over here because that alias is a one-time use. If I want to change the way, if I want that to always be the way, I can do a vim of .bash rc. And here are the aliases that are already set up on your system by default. So there we go. Do K-start because I want a daemon, don't I? Wow, I'm not typing well.
We still have an alias for pseudo.
What?
Fucking.
No. Mostly because I do a sudo-i and don't worry about typing it for every stupid command.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would do Simon Says.
Simon Says would be a good one.
I'm going to do KRB5 star. I'm going to try this K-start. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Just to give you guys fair warning, I don't know what I'm doing. But I want to install this stuff, so that's what the KRB-star is. I probably could have done KRB5-server and been fine. I actually probably should have done that, but as it is, oh crap, you know what? Yeah. Alias Yum equals DNF. Yum -y install KRB5 star and K-start. Yay! DNF. I might have, you know, it's might be the one. DNF is the one. All right. All this should be done shortly. Installing, it's going to verify. And we're good. So now let me try doing that there. Still nothing, but that's okay. I was really trying to do a K in it. Huh. Really never run Kerberos as a service, so apologies for being a little bit like not knowing what I'm doing. Hey, KRB5, KDC. Ooh, did not like me. We'll use journal CTL. Maybe. There we go. No valid DS resolving. Oh, that's all named. Oh, not initialized realm Lactea. See log for details. Well, thanks. The result is failed. Wow, it's telling me I'm a failure. Do var log and just, oh, there we go. KRB5 KDC.log. No such filer directly while initializing database for realm Lactea. Okay. I don't know where it wants that. So I am going to look maybe in the no. All right, so I'm going to have to Google this. I don't need the Lactea in there, but I'm going to copy this and pop that in there. No such file directory. It's really good news when there's a server fault issue as like the number one thing. Okay. All right, that's exactly the error we're getting. Oh, error, interesting. I really feel like this should be bigger for a KDC server. Oh, well, let's do that. KDB5, util. Lactea, right? Master key. Okay, this is where we go to my favorite site to create passwords. I do random phrases. Piecemeal cheesecloth. Mushy sensor.
Change it to,
Candied etching.
change the word from average to highlighter, whatever.
Yeah, some of those get a little hard to remember though. And illustrative survivor, that's a pretty good one. That is my new password for Kerberos. I'm storing this in plain text. If you're doing this in any semblance of reality, never store passwords in plain text. Ever. Bam. Copied. And paste. Bam. Now, you notice there was no notification on the command line when you're typing. That's a security measure so that no one can like snoop your password while you're typing it in. So neat. Now I should do a kinit root at lactea. Now, I was close. Maybe I have to start the systemctl start krb5. Oh, krb5. Oh, bloody hell. What was it? Literally just did it. krb5 kdc. Start. Well, it started. And it's running. So that's nice. That's awesome. Let's do a kinit root at lactea. Client not found in Kerberos. That's good. I haven't created a user yet. So how do I create a user? I'm sure somewhere. No. KRB5 create user. Google's will let me know. Installing KDCs, blah, 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 kdc.conf. Do I have a KDC? Yeah. I didn't have a kdc.conf. I feel like I should need that. But no, that's all in there. So, okay, kdc.conf, create KDC database. I created one. Cool. So add administrators to the ACL file. Bloody hell. By the way, that's one thing I miss in Windows is being able to just hover over a window. Like I'm hovering over this with a scroll wheel, and I'm hovering over this window with a scroll wheel. This one doesn't have to take focus to take the input from my scroll wheel. I like that. Okay, so two Kerberos data files, principal and principal.ok. Kerberos administrative database. Add administrators to the ACL. This file is used by the kmind daemon to control which principal may view and make privileges modifications to the Kerberos database. Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at what our ACL. Not there. So we're just gonna So local state dir. All right, this is where I don't know where that file is, and it might be different for my system. So let's see if they have, hey, look at that. Quick start guide. I like that. Well, that's not very useful. Huh. Their HTML is kind of jacked up. So we want NTP. Do I have NTP installed? I always forget that NTP is incredibly important to Kerberos. Such thing, SNTP. Disabled, so we're going to start it. Okay. Oh, it's var Kerberos KD, etc. No, not etc. var Kerberos KRB5 KDC K ADM5.acl and we need to change this, right, from example.com to Lactea. I also want to change this to, or add root at Lactea star. So now when I do kadmin, it still doesn't like me. Yeah. I want to do maybe a so locate and update DB are ways of searching your hard drive for certain programs. I'm finding kadmin, but they keep referencing kadmin.local. So I'm thinking maybe I've got the wrong program I'm trying to run to add my user to Kerberos. So update DB goes and looks through, basically it indexes my entire hard drive, and then locate will then search through that indexed database. And this takes, on a slow hard drive like mine, it's going to suck. I'm sorry. It's going to take a little while. But on a nice SSD, if you guys have an SSD, it'll be blazing fast. On flash, it'll be fast. So I just have to wait for this to work. I'm actually going to see if I can... Yeah, there's really not much there. Maybe it's var. Nope. Come on, update DB. Go faster. I wonder if this... let's go back. KRB5, ADC, Fedora. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention super well, but when you go down like a problem like this, like I want to get Samba running, right? But one of the prerequisites is getting Kerberos running. So I'm going down that path to get Kerberos running, so then I can go to the next step in getting Samba running as a domain controller. Which it takes a while sometimes to kind of follow the rabbit trail.
How do you know that Kerberos has to come before Samba? Do you know that, or?
Well, I know that because when I was setting things up, I set it to use my password server as Kerberos. So it's looking to Kerberos for passwords. But if I can't talk with Kerberos to create a user, I need it working before Samba could ever think about authenticating a user, because it uses Kerberos underneath it and authenticate that user. But that's a good question as to why. All right, well, that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I did. I don't want, okay, so that's security guide 365. Security guide Let's see if they have anything different for 18. 3, 6, 5. No, 3, 7. Okay. 3, 7, 5. No different. Everything. They at least have a security guide for 19. They have one for 20. That's useless. A lot of the reasons they don't have that is because this stuff doesn't change all that often. 3, 7, 5. Same thing. Awesome. Maybe it is the mic. I apologize. I have no idea. What I was saying, for those of you who are online and probably can't hear a bloody thing I'm saying, for those of you online, send me what you're going to do. I can help out with your final project. The final project, I'm going to weight a little bit heavier since I'm not doing very many assignments here this last few weeks. So anyway, yeah, send me your ideas. I can help you out. There's a lot of good ideas for the people who showed up here in class. So cool. Well, I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully, I don't. Is it my mic? I think it might be my mic. So I'm officially retiring the external mic and going entirely internal because that might be the problem. Sorry, guys. I have no idea. It's random. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. So hopefully it was at least not super spotty. I'm going to stop using my external mic, even though it's actually a really good mic. So anyway, next week we'll finish up with Samba, and I'll go over maybe some other cool stuff that you guys can do with Linux, and stuff for those of you guys who aren't super creative, stuff that you could do that's not as crazy and difficult as doing Active Directory domain controller. So cool. Till next week.